Hi guys, so I'm back with another little quick card video, and I'm gonna use the My Pink Stamper Even More Punnylicious again, and we're gonna use the Your Scent-sational. Now, some of you may find this a bit disturbing, but I thought it was hysterical, and I just thought everybody needs a laugh, right? So, anyway, I'll explain in a minute. I used the Arrows, I think that's what it's called, Sizzix Stampin' Up embossing folder for the back layer. I just thought it kind of worked quite well with this. The image comes from Campin Critters, which is outdoorsy and camping and all that sort of stuff, but this kind of looks like tire tracks a bit to me. maybe it's not. Maybe most people won't see that, and that's just in my head. But I've got that, and then I've got my card base and a couple other pieces of cardstock. These two are just scrap pieces of cardstock. So again, when I'm working with things like this to make quick cards, I just kind of look at scrap pieces, and sometimes like this piece, this black piece, I think was an offcut from another card that I've already sort of prepped for, and so I just sort of play around with the bits that are on my desk to see if they can work on another project that I'm working on at the same time. Which for videos, you guys know that that's how that works if you make them. But this is the image, and I just thought it was funny. I knew I was going to use that sentiment because it's got that sort of love, you know, appreciation kind of thing. You're sensational, sensational and all that. But I just thought this image was hysterical because he's coming out the loo. So, and he's a skunk, so, you know, couldn't help myself. But, you know, apologies for those who think it's disturbing. I thought it was funny, so I'm going to go with it. So that's what we're going to do. And he was cut at 3 inches, and it's from Campin Critters, which I think I've already said, but I got a bit lost in all the, you know, the toilet talk. So I'm just going to use some oxide ink again, and I'm going to use worn lipstick this time. I loved how Picked Raspberry looked on this. This is Stampin' Up's, oh, what's the name of this card? Flirty Flamingo. And I love how Picked Raspberry, Peacock, hello. Picked Raspberry looks on this. It looks kind of tropical-ish, like really sunset-y sort of colour. So I thought I'd see what worn lipstick looks like, and of course I'm going to ink the edge of everything, so well, except the black piece. I mean, we don't need to do that on there. So really easy. Oxide inks are also a combination. I've probably said this like 1,000 times, you guys probably know this by now, but if this is your first time watching, welcome. And they're a combination of dye ink and pigment, so they work in more of a pigment ink way in that they stay wet for longer, but you can do all the things you can do with distress inks you can do with these as well. So it's very cool. It's a very cool product. Oh, just see, that looks cool as well. I'm just going very quickly around the edges. And can you see? I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. It looks really cool in real life, and I might just go over the top. If you go lightly over the top, you'll just pick up some of the ink will just pick up the raised areas from the embossing folder, or like where it's embossed. I don't know if you can see that. It just makes it a little bit more pronounced, like you can see it a bit better. If that makes any sense. Obviously I won't do it on the black piece, but I will do it on here. It's just a... So also the nice thing is that you can still, because it stays wet for longer, you can still use your fingers to kind of move ink around. So if you find you get a bit of a line or something, which I do, like that. Quite a lot. I'm learning to embrace it, that when I ink, I'm just going with it for the most part. And then I also want to ink this dude. Just a bit, nothing too drastic. This is more obviously not, oh well actually on the black, because it's like a pigment type of ink. Oh, that's a bit much. It will actually pick up on the darker cardstock, which is another reason to love it. So funny. So funny. Oh, in which case this will pick up on here. I think as I've done so many videos today, my brain is not quite with it, but it will pick up. So I'm going to clean up. Right, super easy. Oh, make sure it opens the right way. I've done that before, many times. And now I want this piece right on the bottom. This might be thin enough. And you'll see why in a second, because this little piece right at the bottom here is just going to give the illusion that there's actually another piece of cardstock underneath here. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Then this one is going to go straight over the top. And right across the whole card, but up against that black piece. So it will then give this illusion that there's another piece of cardstock underneath here, but there isn't, because you can see that. Oh, I need to stamp my sentiment, so I know where that's going to go. Let's do worn lipstick. Do I want to do worn lipstick? There's a lot of pinky on there, so I think I might do it just in black soot, just to tie that in a bit more. I'm just using the oxide ink as well. And you're sensational. I'm sorry, it's so funny. And then I'm going to pop this on. One there, one there. Now obviously if you're not making a video and waffling like I do, then this shouldn't take you that long to do. I know you've got to cut the image out and put it together, but it didn't take that long, to be honest. I just think it's so funny. Small things. And let's have him. About there. You're sensational. I don't know why that amused me, but it's funny. So there you go. You don't. If you use another one with a skunk, you could find a cute one. Cricut has some nice ones. There's some more, obviously, of this guy on Camping Critters. And Live Simply, I think, has also got some, or a skunk. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.